Greetings everyone, it's Barbara, and today we're going to review an action figure from a company I've never bought from before, Kento Pro series, and we are going to be reviewing an action figure that has to be called Grandpa, because I don't think they got the official permission from the esteemed director of the film Spirited Away. The director's name is, and forgive me if I mispronounce this, Hayao Miyazaki, and this is a representation of him, and the box is pretty big, as you can see, so I'm just going to flip it on its side. But I do want to take a moment to show you that there are some illustrations here that again hint at Spirited Away, but can't actually be Spirited Away because they don't have the rights, and neither do I, so I have to be very careful how many times I say the name of the film. Okay, so when I bought this, I originally thought that it was going to be what you see here. This is the chair for the desk, this is the desk, and I thought I was going to have one figure with a set of clothes. And when I originally opened it and saw the shirt and the sweater, I'm like, uh-oh, where's the second set of clothes? And I thought, all right, well, it's probably going to be underneath here. And it is. And then I found something I completely did not expect. It's not just a second head. It's a completely second figure. Obviously in the second set of clothing, but just a totally different figure. So instead of getting two head sculpts and you just pop the heads back and forth, two different figures. It's pretty amazing, and I'm going to pause here to set everything up. So let's start with what the director comes in on top. He's wearing probably what he would have worn to the Academy Awards ceremony, that is to say, a formal tux. So I'm going to move him in a little bit closer. By the way, well, I'll talk about the stand in a second. The jacket will close with hook and eye, which I will not do here. Traditional Velcro for the trousers. There are back pockets. They don't really work. No gentleman's pocket, though as you can see the jacket is lined and he is wearing a tux. And the bow tie is adjustable elastic, which is very nice, which means you can use that with different shirts and different adjusting. He does have on socks. I don't know if this means... Yeah, this is basically, let me see, hold it up. This is gonna peg. This is a peg foot. But that's okay. Very nice. This is, whoops, by the way, let me just very quickly show you the stand. That, my friends, is solid wood. You can murder someone with that, so that's very nice that they have that. And he stands with very little assistance. He's very happy, obviously, because he just won an Oscar. Who wouldn't be? And you might notice in the face sculpt that there are, on either side, little holes. Well, there's a reason for that, and I will show you that with the other figure. I will also point out that they added the details of age lines. The hair is painted on, by the way. Full beard, and his hands also have some signs of age. Front, very nice detailing of full hands, textured to feel like somebody who has worked with his hands by either drawing or whatever it is you do when you're filming. So very nice detailing here. Let's take him down. Let's bring on how he looks when he's creating art. Again, these are going to peg on. He's got, here he does have socks and slippers. He has an apron, which will tie in the back. And as you can see, there are entire layers to this. So let's gently undo his apron. This is not elastic at the top, so you will have to be gentle with it. And he has, very interestingly, a very pronounced chest. He has a blue V-neck sweater and a plaid shirt underneath. Which opens and closes with hook and eye, as do his trousers. This body will come with hands to grip. He's a little more serious, pondering. Just want to take a quick look in the back. No, the shirt's gonna, this is probably one of those cases where you're gonna have to take the hands off gently and gently work the sweater off of him. And as I said, there's like a lot here. So if you want to change his look, so we're already talking a formal look, the work look, and you can even change up the work look with another long sleeve shirt. This is a blue pinstripe. This one closes with hook and eye. On the very nice V-neck sweater vest. And again, you notice, and now is a good time to tell you why those holes exist. So instead of just getting bags of the accessories were put in a really nice presentation case. And two of those accessories are glasses. Pair 1, pair 2. I will show them to you again. I'll take them out. I wonder if the whole point was they know they're fragile, so and idiots like me. Or you can put glasses on both figures at the same time. I do not know which. I do appreciate the acknowledgement that we are all getting older and we need glasses. I also very much appreciate that instead of fighting the battle to keep the glasses on, these holes exist to do it for us. How awesome is that? Now, what else do we have? I'm not sure what this is. This might be the envelope. Oh, no, it's a tray. I'm sorry. It's a tray of some kind. I'm assuming for the pencils. But certainly, if you wanted to, you could use it to do whatever. I'm going to actually, you know what? No, let's just keep going this way. I was going to say I was going to pause here to open everything up. I'll just open everything up on camera. Or not. This, I believe, is his watch. Yes. Very nice brown timepiece. There are pencils which he will use in his art. These may be trickier still to open. I do not want to break the pencils either. So why don't we pause here while, you know what, now I will pause to do this. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look. There are several colors of pencil. There's one that is a sky blue that kind of matches his sweater, and it's double-sided. There are two browns. I'm only going to show you one. And it is single-sided. There are 3 green pencils. And there are also 3 orange pencils. And they all fit nicely on that tray. This is a pen. This is the pen cap that does not go back on the pen because, for detail's sake, we have a pen that does not open and close. We have an eraser. I'm not sure if this is a stamp. Oops, sorry guys. This is a pencil sharpener. There's even a hole for the pencils. Sorry again. I do not know what this is supposed to be. I believe it is some way to spray paint or detailing, and this would be the lid. This is his nameplate. I hope I'm holding it upright. Yeah, I was holding it upright the first time. This is his nameplate. Now, there are illustrations here, and again, because of the copyright laws, I'm afraid to hold them up on screen. But I will tell you there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and they look like various stages of animation. And again, because I'm just not sure how YouTube would handle that, I'm not going to show it to you here. I am, however, going to show you that obviously he has the open hands, the closed hands, and we have left-handed peace sign, right-handed peace sign, in case he's doing like the V for victory, 2 more fists. And then we have what I consider to be the piece de résistance. And I say that because this is his Oscar. And when I held it in my hand, it is heavy. This is not plastic. This is metal. And it is about the weight equivalent of what it would be like to hold one of these in your hand for reals. How do I know this? I don't want to get into the details because I don't want to, brag that way. But I do know someone who won an Emmy, and I got to hold the Emmy. So yeah, it's that weight. So it is that weight. One other piece that I almost forgot to share, it's the stopwatch, which you use to make precise movements. This is actually one of the nicest stopwatches I've ever seen. So, and I don't want to take the risk of chopping off the top. And again, very classy that instead of putting this all in bags, they put it in a plastic container so you can see everything and you can still keep it safe. Okay, so obviously you can also see here in the back, there is the desk, which I will bring forward. The desk has a working drawer so you can put the illustrations in it or any other one. You'll also see there's an ashtray with the ever-present cigarette in it. And a light. It does not have, unfortunately, doesn't have a light in it, but you can move it around a little bit. And then there is this piece, which I guess is like a shelf for his office. It does sort of fit under the desk, and I thought originally it was supposed to work like this, like additional shelves under his desk. So it can work that way, or you can leave it outside and it's just additional shelves. The chair is a little, especially in the back, you have to be gentle, obviously. But let's see. You can obviously sit in it. And then it very easily, he can sit in it, and it's the right proportion for him to put his hands on the desk. So Kento Pro has done an amazing job here with this set. So many things stunned me about this. The first being that you get obviously 2 complete figures with it. And you get an additional outfit, sort of. Might as well. I mean, he's got trousers. You get these beautiful pieces of furniture, which you can obviously use anywhere, anytime. The same thing with all of these accessories. You have this extraordinary likeness of the Oscar. And I will say that obviously this does not come cheap. This is definitely one that when you want to find it, you want to look for it through your usual dealers. Maybe look around a little bit, get the best price you can, especially if you're importing it, as I did. But I have to say, for the playability, everything. The clothing, the furniture, the incredible stand, all the accessories. It is expensive. It's 1,000% worth it. I will say it again. This is 1,000% worth it. So please be spirited away and try to get your hands on this outfit, on this whole ensemble, clothes and all. And then maybe you might even, if you don't want to go that whole way, you don't want both figures, or you want to try to piece it out, the pieces you want to get at least one complete figure. And you can get a tux anywhere, so maybe you want to just try to focus on getting the apron, which is very specific to him and to his animation. Definitely want to get at least one head sculpt. And if you can track it down, get the Oscar. It is amazing. So for me, Barbara, and for this wonderful ensemble, I will see you in my next review, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.